Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. I wish these Republicans would stop their nonsense especially about the military people. They disrespect everything they seem to touch. I know there's a lot of military that, adhere to these Republican propaganda items and all that stuff. I know that. And they have a right to do that. Do it. But this J.D. Vance guy who goes out and he disrespects Tim Walsh for his 24 years of service, National Guard. You know, he put his life there. He was there for the government to use like everybody else who joined the military. I was in the Marine Corps. I was there, during the Vietnam era. I know what it's like. But don't disrespect people just because they didn't go to a war zone, because they didn't have to fire a rifle or, get shelled or whatever. Stop this stuff. Stop accepting this stuff, I guess, because people in the Republican Party are not going to stop it. Why would they stop it? Nobody's doing anything to stop them from doing it. The guy at the top of the ticket, Donald Trump, mocked John McCain. He was a loser too. He was a prisoner of war. He might have even been released, but he refused that because he had connections. But he refused that because his fellow prisoners were there. Camaraderie, esprit de corps. That's what it's about. And yet this guy mocked him? What can I say? I don't like people who get caught. Weak. This draft dodger, this deferment guy. I don't know how anybody stands the man. Just his character. Policies, I think, are ridiculous, but his character is what really galls me. He has none. And then to John Kelly, Chief of Staff, his Chief of Staff, said the people, in France, suckers and losers. They died for their countries. Now he denies it. Of course, he denies it. Denies everything. That's all they do. That's what con men do, is deny things. But one thing, but I don't know how anybody can tolerate that man. He has no value. He has no heart. He has no soul. He lies. Lies about everything. Lies about his, how many people attended his Wildwood, New Jersey thing, hundreds of thousands, couldn't even fit 10. Yet they believe him. But don't you believe him? Don't you believe this disrespect they show to military people? Don't you believe this lie about valor? People who join the military join it for a multitude of reasons. I know I had my reasons when I joined. And it wasn't just to defend, Vietnam. But that's the way it is. But once you do it, once you join, once you sign up, once you start in the military, you're part of an organization. You're part of a tradition. You're part of something. And plus, you're stating in clear language that you are disposable. You can be used for any reason what they want within a certain guidelines that they have. But it's always been that way with the military. I don't care what military you're in. You do what you're told to do. That's what the whole point of it is. And you're a tool of the politics. This isn't just doing what you think is right, Jack. This is doing what they tell you is right, Jack. But don't disrespect the military person who signs up and may not have seen a war situation or flown into a hot zone. Stop it, please. Go to your policies if you want. Tell people what people have done in their careers if you want. But stop the mockery and the disrespect. One thing Trump said, I heard a little clip or a little nonsense that he said, I think, in one of his rallies when people were talking about his suckers and losers statement. One little bit of element of truth that the man did say. He said, if I did say something like that, you think they would have been really, tough on me. Maybe even punched me out. That's the one truth that I really wonder about. Why didn't John Kelly punch the clown out? Well, because he was president of the United States and he was a general. Now, I guess if I don't know what transpired between the two people, but there's no reason for John Kelly to lie and to bring up that emotional sadness that he's experienced. But there's plenty of reasons for Trump to lie, and he does lie. But whoever believes in him, believes in him. I'm not here to dissuade you from believing in Mr. Donald Trump or J.D. Vance. But I am saying, let's say something about this constant mockery of people who give their lives to the service of the country. And I don't mean death. I mean just signing it on there, signing on the bottom line to do a job in the military. You can be called up, in the Marine Corps, the rifle was your life. I don't care what MOS you had. That was the way you were trained. And many people don't serve in hot zones. Most people don't. It's a big, big military. But the potential's there. It's always there. I just want respect to return. Go to the good. Keep hope alive. And critically think. Think about this stuff. Think about why these people say what they do. They've been doing it for years and years and years. And Trump, skating out of the military wasn't anything new. People have been doing it all the time. The rich always did it. They always did it. Civil War, you could pay $300 and get somebody else to take your place. It was okay. It was even legal. Big deal. They've always done it. That's not the point. The point is this coward shouldn't be talking about other people. Shouldn't pretending that he has the wherewithal, the chutzpah, the guts to do what is right, because he doesn't. And apparently neither does his vice presidential pick. I had to say it directly about these Republicans because this issue, and it is an issue to me, is wrong. Just stop doing this stuff. Stop it. Respect people who join the service for whatever they do, however they serve. Just stop this other nonsense and garbage that and it just taints the whole group of them. Because that's what they're supporting. They're supporting a man who thinks people who give their lives for their country are just suckers and losers. John McCain was not anything. No hero, no courage, no anything. Just a prisoner of war. If anybody can buy into that, I don't see how. I know people do. I understand that they do. I don't see how. The guy was a hero. Did what he had to do. Did I like all his policies? It's not a matter of policy. I would say no, probably not. But I don't know what the right course of action is, but I do know you have to respect. Character is everything. Respect. Keep hope alive. Go to the good. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Subscribe if you want. Comment. Send it on to someone if you think that has any value. Have a good day.